Hello, this is D. Allen with Life Lessons Sports, where we talk sports and life lessons. Speaking about the life lessons, if you go to my channel, my YouTube channel, at Life Lessons Sports, I've created a playlist where I put daily life lessons. I promise you, you go there, check them out, they'll be a blessing to you. So I'm out here, 4th of July, fireworks celebration is getting ready to start. So I thought I'd hop on real quick. I had a moment to myself and talk about the relationship, the mentorship, and the impact of that mentorship between Tom Brady and Shedeur Sanders. And so Tom and Shedeur met, I want to say, when Shedeur was still in high school. So right around the time when Tom was playing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And so their relationship goes back, some years. But just to kind of compare the two, both come out of Power 4 schools. Tom Brady was at the University of Michigan, Big Ten football, and Shedeur, of course, he started his 2 years with Jackson State University out of the SWAC conference, historically black college university, and then he finished his last 2 years with the University of Colorado, and he played for his dad, Coach Prime Shedeur Sanders, all 4 years. Put up big numbers in college. And so, they went through their college careers, and, Tom was drafted with the 199th pick, which I want to say is a sixth round pick. Shedeur, who was projected to go, first round, Mel Kiper Jr., even on his board, had him as the best quarterback available in the 2025 draft. And on Mel Kiper's big board, he had Shedeur Sanders as the number 5 player overall. So for Shedeur, we've all heard about the slip, and he ended up going in the 5th round with the 144th pick. And so there's some similarities to that. And, I don't know if you got a chance. It was a very exciting game. 2023 home game. It was a late night game on ESPN with the Colorado Buffaloes versus Colorado State. You talking about a rivalry game, exciting game. And late in that game, in the 4th quarter, Colorado was down, by about 10 points. It was, 11 points, 28-17 or something. It was pretty late in the game. And at the Shedeur, the offense got the ball back at the 2-yard line. They had scored prior to that, kicked a field goal or something, and they were down by 8 points. The defense held, and Colorado gets the ball back. And they get the ball back at the 2-yard line. So they had to go 98 yards, score a touchdown, and they had to get the 2-point conversion to tie the game up. And so at that moment, that was like a defining moment. I remember watching the game. That was a defining moment in Shedeur Sanders' college career, because I remember thinking, okay, if he drive them down the field from the 2-yard line, he's him. He legit. He gonna put himself on the map as a legit quarterback. And sure enough, he drove them all the way down the field from the 2-yard line, scored the touchdown, and then got the 2-point conversion, went into overtime. They won it. Colorado won the game. Very, very exciting game. But what stands out, post-game interview, Shedeur was being interviewed, and the guy was like, what were you telling the team when y'all were down late in the fourth quarter and you got the ball from the 2-yard line and you got to drive down and score? And Shedeur, he had on the Blenders gold Coach Prime shades. It was a night game too, and he had his twist braids, and he had that aura. You could see it. It was like a glow. If any of y'all watched The Last Dragon back in the day, I'm dating myself, and Bruce Leroy, and he had that glow at the end of that movie. If you ain't ever seen The Last Dragon, you should go check it out. But anyway, his response was, all he was thinking about was Brady mode. And the guy responded, Brady mode, Tom Brady? He was like, Brady mode. He was like, if Brady could do it, I could do it. And started saying that he know Tom Brady was gonna, be calling him or texting him or something, that same night and so forth. So that right there was, it showed their relationship that the two have with one another, the respect that they have for one another. For Shedeur to be in that moment, and Brady mode, he think about Brady mode. And so that just goes to show you the things that, and he was cool. He was cool, calm, and collected during that drive. Never any panic. He had time. He found the open receivers and had success at, for that game. And so, that just goes to show you that, they're working out with each other. He's teaching them about keeping a cool head and making the plays and getting downfield and putting your team in a good situation to score points in big games like that, big rivalry games like that. And so it showed up on national television that night, and he brought up Tom Brady's name. But I also want to talk about or touch on, Shedeur signed a contract, a NIL deal with Brady Brand while he was at either Jackson State or once he got to Colorado. It was one of them. So Tom Brady is also not only teaching Shedeur about the game of football and how to handle big moments, but he's also teaching him business and he didn't give Shedeur Sanders an NIL deal. Shedeur Sanders had to prove it on the field. Tom Brady isn't gonna give him anything, and his dad, Coach Prime, has taught them he don't give none of them anything. So he's teaching them business as well as the game of football. And then even after Shedeur got drafted, he slipped to the 5th round. Tom Brady's his recommendation or his advice to Shedeur was, hey, okay, the draft is over. It don't matter. You need to make the most out of your opportunities. And if you think about it, now they in rookie camp, OTAs, mini camp, all of these things. And now the Cleveland Browns, I don't know if they've done this in the past or not, they're tracking stats of the quarterbacks. I don't know if that's ever been done ever, but they were doing it. But what it was showing you was Shedeur taking advantage of his opportunities, whatever he gets. It don't matter if he's getting first team reps, second team reps, whatever the team reps it is, he's taking advantage, and it was obvious with the stats at the end of it. He was leading the pack every time. And so he's telling them, hey, take advantage of those reps. I remember another time, it was a joke. Shedeur had bought a Rolls Royce, and Coach Prime was talking to Tom Brady. It was like a FaceTime or some type of I don't know, Skype type call or whatever it was. And Tom had told him he need to spend less time in that Rolls Royce and more time watching film. And you can tell Shedeur watches film. When I watched his whole college career, and you could tell he watching film, and you can tell he know what he looking at and where to go with the ball. It's obvious. When a quarterback don't know where to go with the ball, it's obvious. And people say, well, he took a lot of sacks and so forth. These are people saying that ain't never played, let alone quarterback. They probably ain't never played football, probably ain't never played any organized sport, period. So they have no idea what they're talking about. And the pressure when people are coming at you, and especially if the offensive line is below average. And so, but I just wanted to come on and talk about that. Tom Brady has been mentoring Shedeur Sanders for years, and that impact is showing you, Shedeur is very marketable. Shedeur is making plays all over the place. He's taking advantage of his opportunities. He keeps a cool head in tough situation, and his leadership in the locker room is documented. All you got to do is pay attention. From the time he was at Jackson State throughout Colorado, he was the leader of that team. So I just wanted to come on and talk to you about it. If you drop some comments, like the video, subscribe, turn on your notifications. And I appreciate you spending time with me today. Everybody be blessed, and I'll see you again real soon.